Hi, everybody. All right, two things. One, you're thinking, oh, it's a video on a weekend. What's this about? Two, why are you drawing penises on the side of your gear fairing? It's not a penis. That's where the gear leg gets cut. But yeah, it is a weekend, and you're getting a video. Don't you feel lucky? The reason for that is I have so many videos backed up that it's back to 3 a week. Because that's how much work is getting done. And I just hate having these things sitting around, because what happens is after you have about 15 videos worth of work, which is about 30 hours of actual work, that could be weeks ago. And so it's one of those things of, what the hell was I doing weeks ago? So it's easier just to go ahead and push the videos out while all the work is fresh in your mind. At least if this is what you want to, how you want to present your build. Okay, so anyway, we did the same thing to the right gear that we did with the left gear. Sanded them together, drilled them together, fleeced them up, cut the gear leg opening, and now we're going to go, eventually, we're over back at the club hanger, where we are going to rivet them in, because I still, at this time, don't have an air compressor for my hanger. Since then, I have actually gone and procured an air compressor, thank goodness, and all is well in the universe. So with the brackets done, we're going to mount those up to the right tire, and we're going to test fit the right fairing. Again, this is to make sure, one, that it fits, that the holes are drilled properly, that there's no tension between the parts. But another big thing, at least that I made sure of everything, and you'll see this in a second, is that both of the fairings will be on at once. You can see the left one is on there. And once I put the right one on, I take a tape measure, and I make sure that the tail end of each fairing is the same distance from the ground. Which you might think, well, if all the holes are drilled the same place and all the brackets are the same, obviously that they should be close, and you would think that. But that doesn't necessarily make it so. Luckily, I think mine came out about a 1/16 of an inch difference, so that to me is within tolerances. Look good, don't they? Look real good. Alright, so with everything done there, we're just going to go back. We're going to adjust the openings, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. Make sure that they're equidistant from the tire. And that brings up a point that one of the viewers made. It's not just about having a pretty, fairing and a safe one that doesn't rub the tires. Right, in order of, well, I'm not sure what the order of priority would be, but one, you don't want the fairing to rub the tire, because that would just be bad. It could catch, it could rub the tire, it could damage it. Two, you don't want anything getting between the fairing and the tire. So the reason you want a nice equidistant gap around the entire tire is so that something larger can't get in one place, but then can't escape in another, because, so if the gap on one side is 1 inch, the gap on the other is 1/2 inch, well, here comes a 1-inch piece of gravel, somehow bounces up into your gear fairing on that side, rattles around to the other side, and now it can't get out. So now, God forbid, it could catch, it could do some really nasty stuff. So thank you for bringing that up. That is a good point of why you want an equidistant gap between the entire tire. The entire tire. That just sounds wrong. Now, let's see. Anything else going on? No. Oh, here we go. Some taping up. All right, so I mentioned in the last video, I believe, about the next step, which will be adding epoxy filler to the fairings to sort of seat them in place where the brackets are. Part of the prep for that is that we are taping everything up with plastic tape. The fairing material will not attach to the plastic tape, and I just use plain old Packers tape. Alright, with the tape on, in the next video, we're actually going to do a little bit of more pre-prepping for the fairing material. So hope you are having a great weekend. Thank you for joining me. See you soon.